street. Sirens wailing loudly while the urban hustlers meet. Concrete jungle shadows hiding secrets in the dark. Graffiti painted heavily across the public park. Taxis rushing blindly through the heavy pouring rain. City life is pumping like the blood inside a vein.
Asphalt burning hot despite the chilly midnight hour. Skyscrapers are towering, projecting wealth and power. Alleyways are filled with speakers blasting every bass. Everybody trying hard to win the rat race.
Dealers on the corner making moves without a sound. Survival of the fittest in this busy, ruthless town. Clock strikes 12, the pavement shines. Walking on these dangerous lines. Headlights blinding weary eyes. Underneath the smoggy skies, midnight Kingston, where the rebels dominate the block. Living for the hustle, working way around the clock. No one sleeps tonight because the energy is raw. Navigating carefully around the broken law. Midnight Kingston, electric currents running through the wire. Fueling up the engine, throwing gasoline on fire.
Motorcycles revving, tearing down the avenue. Looking for a brand new thrill, a different point of view. Sirens getting closer, gotta make a quick escape. Dodging every obstacle and stepping out of shade.
Glamour mixed with danger in a crowded, noisy club. Bartenders are pouring liquor at the local pub. Diamonds dripping brightly under artificial lights. Chasing down illusions through the never-ending nights. Clock strikes 12, the pavement shines. Walking on these dangerous lines. Headlights blinding weary eyes. Underneath the smoggy skies, midnight Kingston, where the rebels dominate the block. Living for the hustle, working way around the clock. No one sleeps tonight because the energy is raw. Navigating carefully around the broken law. Midnight Kingston, electric currents running through the wire. Fueling up the engine, throwing gasoline on fire. Stealing glass around us in this architectural maze. Trapped inside a permanent intoxicating daze. Sirens fade to whispers as the dawn approaches fast. Wondering how long this frantic metropolis will last. Watch your back, keep your head down. Survive the night in the concrete town. Down, 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 down. Midnight Kingston, where the rebels dominate the block. Living for the hustle, working way around the clock. No one sleeps tonight because the energy is raw. Navigating carefully around the broken law. Midnight Kingston, electric currents running through the wire. Fueling up the engine, throwing gasoline on fire. The city never sleeps. Kingston weeps. To the asphalt, the rhythm creeps. Exhaling thick clouds into the soundproof studio room. Dispelling entirely the residual daily gloom. Adjusting the microphone to capture the perfect take, creating masterpieces that that the mainstream cannot fake, singing smooth vowels that glide across the frequency, vibrating together in absolute pure sequence.
Inhaling the potent medicine, a righteous herb, ensuring the outside interference does not disturb. Flipping the switches upon the mass and mixing board, striking the beautifully resonant minor keyboard chord.
Tape machine spinning, reels are magnetic analog, lost happily within this creative herbal fog. Pass the chalice near, make the vision clear, levitating off the chair, music filling up the air. Smoky harmony, blending our voices perfectly as one, working consistently until the audio session is done. Frequencies intertwining like the rising incense bloom, banishing negativity straight out of the control room, riding the instrumental groove with a relaxed attitude, achieving the monumental spiritual altitude.
Adding a heavy echo to the rhythmic ring shot snare, engineering the sonic landscape beyond compare. Locking the muted strings of the vintage Fender bass, generating a massive vibration within this tight space. The blade spinning slowly on a master turntable, proving our artistic talents are incredibly capable.
Sipping hot peppermint tea to soothe the vocal cords, ignoring the meaningless superficial music chords, harmonizing effortlessly without needing a written script, ensuring our collective consciousness is fully equipped. Eyes half closed, feeling the immense heavy sub, bathing luxuriously inside this phenomenal dove. Pass the chalice near, make the vision clear, levitating off the chair, music filling up the air. Smoky harmony, blending our voices perfectly as one, working consistently until the audio session is done. Frequencies intertwining like the rising incense bloom, banishing negativity straight out of the control room, riding the instrumental groove with the relaxed attitude, achieving the monumental spiritual altitude. No stress allowed within these padded acoustic walls, answering whenever the creative inspiration calls. Let the therapeutic smoke elevate the tired mind, leaving all the petty arguments completely behind. Inhale slow, hold it deep, let the bass put you to sleep. Smoky harmony, blending our voices perfectly as one, working consistently until the audio session is done. Frequencies intertwining like the rising incense bloom, banishing negativity straight out of the control room, riding the instrumental groove with the relaxed attitude, achieving the monumental spiritual altitude. Take real spin, smoke clears out. Oh, harmony, what it's all about. Take real spin, smoke clears out. Standing near the shoreline, feeling gentle breezes blow, watching coral reefs completely glowing deep below. Footprints disappearing underneath the salty foam, finding tranquil paradise where weary travelers roam. Seagulls flying high above the turquoise-colored sea. Everything feels perfect when you're sitting next to me.
Mountain peaks are hiding behind fluffy cotton clouds, far away from chaotic and suffocating crowds, drinking coconut water beneath the giant palm. Nature provides medicine that keeps my spirit calm. Roots are going deeper in this fertile sacred ground. Peacefulness surrounds us, there is magic to be found.
Listen closely to the breeze, whispering through ancient trees.
Hey.
Nature's secret melody, setting every captive free. Island echoes calling out across the vast horizon. Golden sun is slowly fading, silver moon is rising. Harmonizing with the tide, we let our worries fade, resting comfortably within the cooling forest shade. Hear the island echoes, pure and endlessly serene, living inside a beautiful, untainted, vivid dream.
Gathering some driftwood for a blazing evening fire. Sparks are flying upwards, reaching higher, ever higher. Stories of our ancestors are shared around the flame, realizing the universe will never be the same.
Stars are painting constellations in the velvet sky, watching shooting comets quickly passing, flying by. Barefoot dancing on the sand until the morning light, celebrating harmony throughout the peaceful night. Listen closely to the breeze, whispering through ancient trees. Nature's secret melody, setting every captive free. Island echoes calling out across the vast horizon. Golden sun is slowly fading, silver moon is rising. Harmonizing with the tide, we let our worries fade, resting comfortably within the cooling forest shade. Hear the island echoes, pure and endlessly serene, living inside a beautiful, untainted, vivid dream.
Vibrations travel through the humid atmosphere,
Washing away completely every single lingering fear.
we are connected to the earth, the water, and the air.
Perfect sanctuary located far away from despair. Breathe in the ocean, breathe out the pain. Let the pure water wash away this. Island echoes calling out across the vast horizon. Golden sun is slowly fading, silver moon is rising. harvesting the bitter crops beneath the blistering equator, fearing the relentless lash from a cruel, unfeeling dictator. Sweat dripping profusely into the dry, unforgiving soil, condemned to a miserable lifetime of unpaid, grueling toil. Humming ancient lullabies to comfort the orphan child, stripped of our dignity in a landscape brutally wild.
Frigates crossing the Atlantic loaded with human cargo, enduring the horrific conditions of a merciless embargo. Chained tightly together within the wooden ship's belly, bones growing fragile and muscles turning to jelly, remembering the distant shores of a stolen motherland, forced into servitude upon this unfamiliar sandy strand.
Generations bearing scars, gazing up at foreign stars, mourning for the lost domain, enduring the colonial pain. Caribbean sorrow echoing across the vast archipelago, feeling the heavy tragedy wherever we physically go. Centuries of agony woven deeply into the tapestry, surviving the darkest chapters of human catastrophe.
Singing our laments to the rolling,
unforgiving waves, honoring the memory of the fiercely defiant slaves.
skipping into the treacherous mountains to live free, forming hidden societies beneath the mahogany tree, plotting rebellions in the absolute dead of night, willing to sacrifice everything for a fundamental right, sharpening machetes to sever the oppressor's hold. Stories of legendary bravery remain forever told,
Preserving our heritage through rhythmic cultural expression, refusing to succumb completely to this massive oppression, cooking traditional meals to nourish the weak in flesh, hoping that tomorrow morning brings a beginning fresh, tending to the wounded with herbal secret remedies, overcoming the most devastating brutal tragedies. Generations bearing scars, gazing up in foreign stars, mourning for the lost domain, enduring the colonial pain. Caribbean sorrow echoing across the vast archipelago, feeling the heavy tragedy wherever we physically go. Centuries of agony woven deeply into the tapestry, surviving the darkest chapters of human catastrophe.
singing our laments to the rolling,
Unforgiving waves
honoring the memory.
of the fiercely defiant slaves. We endure because our roots are infinitely strong, righting the historical, unimaginable wicked wrong. Bloodlines carry the resilience of 1,000 kings. Eventually the oppressed canary triumphantly sings.
Remember them,
Honor the past,
strength remains.
built to last. Caribbean sorrow echoing across the vast archipelago, feeling the heavy tragedy wherever we physically go. Centuries of agony woven deeply into the tapestry, surviving the darkest chapters of human catastrophe. Singing our laments to the rolling, unforgiving waves, honoring the memory of the fiercely defiant slaves. Ancestors weep, Caribbean cries, spirits ascend into the skies. disguising venomous, deceitful snakes, selling cheap illusions that the wicked empire proudly makes. Velvet curtains hiding all the suffering and silent cries, drowning in a massive ocean filled with artificial lies. Golden idols polished brightly, begging to be worshipped now, demanding that the righteous people compromise and humbly bow.
Chariots of silver rolling proudly down the avenue, promising a fake utopia and totally distorted view. Pharaohs of the modern era counting up their paper bills, manufacturing diseases, selling us the poison pills,
Testing my morality with beautifully wrapped deceit. Spiritual warfare happening directly on the street. Vanity is loud, walking in the crowd, guarding up the soul, taking back control. Babylon nights trying hard to steal away my purity, offering a false and highly dangerous security, flashing neon promises that always end in tragedy, refusing to become a victim of this dark depravity, standing firmly planted against the roaring of the beast, rejecting invitations to the devil's filthy feast.
Kings and politicians trading favors in the back room, sending innocent civilians blindly to their early doom. Cameras are watching every single footstep that we take, trying to determine which exact commandment we will brave, refusing to participate in this corrupt machinery, seeing past the beautifully painted fake scenery. Diamonds are seducing me with fascinating sharp reflections, offering completely hollow meaningless connections. Serpents whispering persistently inside my weary ear, trying to manipulate my insecurities and fear. But my faith is heavily armored, shining like a massive shield. I will absolutely never surrender, and I will never yield. Vanity is loud, walking in the crowd, guarding up the soul, taking back control. Babylon nights trying hard to steal away my purity, offering a false and highly dangerous security, flashing neon promises that always end in tragedy, refusing to become a victim of this dark depravity, standing firmly planted against the roaring of the beast, rejecting invitations to the devil's filthy feast. Do not tell your spirit for a pocket full of change. Keep your vision focused, never let it rearrange. Though the wicked system builds its towers to the sky, we will watch them crumble, we will watch them loudly cry. Stay strong, resist the gold, truth remains. Brave and bold, oh, Babylon nights trying hard to steal away my purity, offering a false and highly
defeat. Babylon falls, towers crash, burning down into ash. Harvesting the bitter crops beneath the blistering equator, fearing the relentless lash from a cruel, unfeeling dictator. Sweat dripping profusely into the dry, unforgiving soil, condemned to a miserable lifetime of unpaid, grueling toil. Humming ancient lullabies to comfort the orphan child, stripped of our dignity in a landscape brutally wild.
Frigates crossing the Atlantic, loaded with human cargo, enduring the horrific conditions of a merciless embargo. Chained tightly together within the wooden ship's belly, bones growing fragile and muscles turning to jelly. Remembering the distant shores of a stolen motherland, forced them to servitude upon this unfamiliar sandy strand. Generations bearing scars, gazing up at foreign stars, mourning for the lost domain, enduring the colonial pain. Caribbean sorrow echoing across the vast archipelago, feeling the heavy tragedy wherever we physically go. Centuries of agony woven deeply into the tapestry, surviving the darkest chapters of human catastrophe, singing our laments to the rolling, unforgiving waves, honoring the memory of the fiercely defiant slaves. Escaping into the treacherous mountains to live free, forming hidden societies beneath the mahogany tree, plotting rebellions in the absolute dead of night, willing to sacrifice everything for a fundamental right, sharpening machetes to sever the oppressor's hold. Stories of legendary bravery remain forever told,
Preserving our heritage through rhythmic cultural expression, refusing to succumb completely to this massive oppression, cooking traditional meals to nourish the weak in flesh, hoping that tomorrow morning brings a beginning fresh, tending to the wounded with herbal secret remedies, overcoming the most devastating brutal tragedies. Generations bearing scars, gazing up at foreign stars, mourning for the lost domain, enduring the colonial pain. Caribbean sorrow echoing across the vast archipelago, feeling the heavy tragedy wherever we physically go. Centuries of agony woven deeply into the tapestry, surviving in the darkest chapters of human catastrophe, singing our laments to the rolling, unforgiving waves, honoring the memory of the fiercely defiant slaves.
we endure because our roots are infinitely strong, writing the historical, unimaginable, wicked wrong. Bloodlines carried the resilience of 1,000 kings, eventually the oppressed can carry triumphant
Sings, remember them, honor the past, straying from maze, built to last. Caribbean sorrow echoing
being cries.
Spirits ascend into the skies. Fastening a velvet masquerade mask across my eyes, adopting a beautiful, intricate, and complete disguise. Slipping unnoticed through the heavy mahogany door, gliding silently across the polished marble floor, observing the patrons engaging in deceitful games, whispering affectionately, using completely fake names.
Leaning casually against the dimly lit corridor wall, waiting patiently for the imminent midnight call.
Watching your elegant silhouette move across the room, emerging gracefully from the surrounding heavy gloom. Adjusting the collar of my tailored jet black suit, remaining exceptionally observant and completely mute. Identities erased, strangers getting interlaced, secrets in the vault. Nobody is at fault. Shadow dance, twirling dangerously out of the light, embracing the obscure and the unknown aspects of night, tangoing mysteriously with an absolute stranger, flirting heavily with undeniable imminent danger, spinning rapidly until the entire room is a blur, uncovering exactly who we truly and deeply were.
Stepping purposefully onto the crowded dancing space, matching your remarkably complex and rhythmic pace, holding your waist with an incredibly firm command, guiding your movements exactly as I originally planned, avoiding the bright swinging beams of the spotlight, keeping our interaction completely out of direct sight.
Following your incredibly precise and calculated lead, fulfilling my unspoken, deeply buried romantic needs. Skirts flaring dramatically with every sudden turn, allowing this forbidden passion, infatuation to burn, leaving no fingerprints or any traceable clues behind, playing manipulative tricks upon the vulnerable mind. Identities erased, strangers getting interlaced, secrets in the vault. Nobody is at fault. Shadow dance, twirling dangerously out of the light, embracing the obscure and the unknown aspects of night, tangoing mysteriously with an absolute stranger, flirting heavily with undeniable imminent danger, spinning rapidly until the entire room is a blur, uncovering exactly who we truly and deeply were. Illumination only ruins the fantastic mystery. We are creating our own anonymous history. Let the darkness conceal our most intimate desires, fueling these hidden, unextinguishable, roaring fires. carrying a heavy iron chain. Promises were broken, left to rust and to decay. Memories are haunting me and will not go away. Swallowed all my pride, but now it leaves a bitter taste. Watching all my loyalty just go to total waste.
Stomping dusty boots across the creaky wooden floor, telling you I simply cannot take it anymore. Carrying the burdens of 1,000 troubled men, writing down my sorrow with the broken leaking pen.
Trouble keeps on knocking, banging loudly at my gate. Struggling to tolerate this unforgiving fate. Strings are bending, crying loud, walking through a lonely crowd. Pain is deep and cut so rough. Guess I have to be so tough, singing those rude blues, screaming at the empty wall, waiting for the hammer and the final axe to fall. Sorrow is a river flowing violently and wide. Nowhere left to run and absolutely nowhere left to hide. Yeah, we got those rude blues, chewing on a thorny stem, fighting back the demons, trying hard to conquer them.
Whiskey glasses empty, staring blankly at the stool, realizing that love will make a genius act a fool. Guitars weeping loudly, bending notes of pure regret, trying to forgive but I will certainly not forget.
Lipstick smeared and fading, looking tired in the glass, hoping that this miserable agony will pass. Pack my heavy bags and threw the keys into the dirt, finally escaping from this paralyzing hurt. Strings are bending, crying loud, walking through a lonely crowd. Pain is deep and cut so rough. Guess I have to be so tough, singing those rude blues, screaming at the empty wall, waiting for the hammer and the final axe to fall. Sorrow is a river flowing violently and wide. Nowhere left to run and absolutely nowhere left to hide. Yeah, we got those rude blues, chewing on a thorny stem, fighting back the demons, trying hard to conquer them. Scars are merely badges, proving we survived the fight, pushing through the absolute darkest parts of night. Bitterness will eventually turn to solid grit. No, we ain't surrendering, we simply will not quit. Stomp it out, sing it loud, lift your chin, stand up proud, singing those rude blues, screaming at the empty wall, waiting for the hammer and the final axe to fall. Sorrow is a river flowing violently and wide. Nowhere left to run and absolutely nowhere left to hide. Yeah, we got those rude blues, chewing on a thorny stem, fighting back the demons, trying every single aching muscle and tired joint. Sitting calmly on the customized fiberglass board, listening to the magnificent crashing ocean chord, waiting patiently for the absolute perfect set, silhouetted darkly against the fading violet.
Applying sticky wax onto the slippery deck, securing the safety leash tightly around my neck. Scanning the distant horizon for a massive bump, preparing myself for the exhilarating sudden jump.
Water temperature dropping as the evening arrives, appreciating the simplicity of these coastal lights. Current pulling deep, ocean goes to sleep, colors turning dark, glowing like a spark. Indigo waves curling beautifully in the fading light, offering a spectacular, breathtaking, aquatic sight, gliding effortlessly across the massive liquid wall, bracing myself to survive the inevitable fall. Riding the majestic surface of this purple sea, experiencing the ultimate form of being free.
Carving aggressively into the steep watery face, moving with unparalleled athletic and fluid grace. Spray flying backwards into the cool evening wind, leaving all the daily complications far behind. Dropping low to avoid the heavy crushing lip, maintaining an incredibly firm, unyielding grip.
Kicking backwards and plunging underneath the foam, feeling utterly contented inside the salty home. Surfacing quickly to catch a deep, refreshing breath, conquering the primal instinctual fear of death. Floating silently as the celestial bodies appear, realizing there is absolutely nothing left to fear. Current pulling deep, ocean goes to sleep, colors turning dark, glowing like a spark. Indigo waves curling beautifully in the fading light, offering a spectacular, breathtaking, aquatic sight, gliding effortlessly across the massive liquid wall, bracing myself to survive the inevitable fall. Riding the majestic surface of this purple sea, experiencing the ultimate form of being free. Gravity behaved differently upon this moving floor, washing every anxious thought directly to the shore. Let the immense tide carry us wherever it may choose. We literally have nothing important left to lose. Paddle out, catch the swell, ride it down, all is well. Indigo waves curling beautifully in the fading light, offering a spectacular, breathtaking, aquatic sight, gliding effortlessly across the massive liquid wall, bracing myself to survive the inevitable fall. Riding the majestic surface of this purple sea, melodies that bring you quickly to your knees. Crushing purple petals into fine and aromatic dust, casting ancient hexes driven heavily by wicked lust. Candles flickering intensely in the middle of the swamp, following the eerie rhythm of the heavy voodoo stomp.
Correction to format.
Wait.
Verse per structure. Swallowing the bitter potion brewed from poisonous roots. Trudging through the muddy bayou, wearing heavy leather boots. Falling deep into a mesmerizing, inescapable trance. Hypnotized completely by your supernatural dance. Serpents hissing quietly among the twisted, tangled vines, drinking up your sinister and heavily enchanted wines.
Pins inside the dark, hear the spirits call. Smoke begins to rise, magic in your eyes. Voodoo love is poisoning my logic and my brain, running like a raging fever directly through my vein. Captured by the sorcery, entirely spellbound, levitating magically above the swampy ground. Trapped inside a terrifying, beautifully dark illusion, lost within this passionate and mystical confusion.
Alligators watching from the murky green lagoons, howling like a ravenous wolf beneath the silver moons, wearing talismans to try and ward away the evil ghost. But I am fully captivated by my terrifying host, swinging Gregory's pouches violently into the foggy air, smelling wild orchids blooming softly in your raven hair.
Chanting incantations, loudly speaking in a foreign tongue, pulling in the heavy incense deeply down into my lungs. Sacrificing logic for a taste of this forbidden fruit, playing wicked melodies upon a wooden bamboo flute, casting heavy shadows on the mossy overgrown terrain, binding both our destinies with invisible iron chain. Pins inside the dark, hear the spirits call. Smoke begins to rise, magic in your eyes. Voodoo love is poisoning my logic and my brain, running like a raging fever directly through my vein. Captured by the sorcery, entirely spellbound, levitating magically above the swampy ground. Trapped inside a terrifying, beautifully dark illusion, lost within this passionate and mystical confusion. Only heavy spells remaining tightly in my throat, surrendering my willpower to your commanding voice, leaving me without a single rational alternative choice. Spirits wake, potion brew, hexes cast, bound to you. Voodoo love is poisoning my logic and my brain, running like a raging fever directly through my vein. Captured by the sorcery, entirely spellbound, levitating magically above the swampy ground. Trapped inside kitchen open, ripe papaya on the wooden chopping block. Ignoring the relentless ticking of the kitchen clock. Mango juices dripping stickily up on my bare skin, letting the equatorial feverish heat begin. My cow screeching loudly from the highest balcony, living in a constant state of vibrant ecstasy.
Sweat trickling rapidly straight down my spine, drinking deeply from a flask of fermented palm wine, chopping sugar cane fiercely with the rusted machete, feeling incredibly energized, unburdened and sweaty.
Humidity wrapping tightly like a thick woolen blanket, wearing a traditional hand-woven beaded anklet. Temperature is rising, flavors tantalizing, fever taking over, rolling in the clover. Tropical heart beating intensely inside my chest, refusing to settle down and take a boring rest. Pulsing with the fiery rhythm of the intense equator, leaving the complicated problems for a little later. Driving abundantly within this lush, fertile zone, claiming this magnificent sunburn paradise as our own.
Roasting sweet plantains over the open charcoal grill, listening to the mockingbird singing loud and shrill, carrying massive bunches of yellow bananas down the hill, working energetically with the dedicated focus will. Dirt staining heavily upon my callous bare feet, embracing the challenge and suffocating midday heat.
Weaving elaborate baskets from dry, flexible leaves, seeking brief shelter underneath the thatched eaves. Cracking coconuts violently against the jagged stone, feeling the vibration travel straight into the bone. Spices wafting pungently throughout the entire courtyard, loving this existence even when it gets extremely hard. Temperature is rising, flavors tantalizing, fever taking over, rolling in the clover. Tropical heart beating intensely inside my chest, refusing to settle down and take a boring rest. Pulsing with the fiery rhythm of the intense equator, leaving the complicated problems for a little later. Thriving abundantly within this lush, fertile zone, claiming this magnificent sunburn paradise as our own. Blood runs hot when you are born beneath the blazing sun. Our passionate, vibrant journey has only just begun. Let the organic drum guide your every single step. Maintain this remarkably high level of prep. Feel the pulse, taste the sweet, stomp the ground, bring the heat. Tropical heart beating intensely inside my chest, refusing to settle down and take a boring rest. Pulsing with the fiery rhythm of the intense equator, leaving the complicated problems for a little later. Thriving abundantly within this lush, fertile zone, claiming this magnificent sunburn paradise as our own. Beat goes on, sun burns bright, tropical love, day and night. Painting the horizon with magenta, peach, and glowing pink. Sitting on the wooden porch to have a sweet, refreshing drink. watching fluffy silhouettes replacing all the daytime heat. Tapping out a lazy tempo softly with my resting feet. Children finally heading homeward, finishing their yard games, calling out affectionately all their lovely nicknames.
Tuning up the bass guitar while swinging on the hammock chair, smelling blooming jasmine flowers floating in the humid air. Neighbors congregating slowly, laughing by the garden gate, knowing that we have no reason whatsoever to be late. Daylight is surrendering and yielding to the twilight hour, embracing the tranquility and soft restorative power. Orange turning gray, ending of the day, shadows growing tall, evening starts to fall. Sunset rhythm taking over, slowing down the busy pace, putting an enormous joyful smile upon my weary face. Swaying to the melody that resonates so warm and sweet, feeling totally relaxed and comfortably complete. Let the evening serenade us as the colors blend and fade, enjoying the spectacular masterpiece that God has made. Striking up a match to light the hanging lantern glass, listening to crickets chirping loudly in the meadow grass, pouring out the beverage and passing it across the lawn, promising to keep the music playing until early dawn. Rhythm is infectious,
Making everybody nod their head,
forgetting all the stressful things the boss had recently said.
fireflies are blinking brightly, mimicking the distant stars, strumming lazy chords upon our vintage hollow body guitar, sharing funny anecdotes and chuckling at the punchline. Everything is perfectly and wonderfully fine. Breezes blowing softly through the linen fabric on the line, savoring this precious moment, acting like a vintage wine. Orange turning gray, ending of the day, shadows growing tall, evening starts to fall. Sunset rhythm taking over, slowing down the busy pace, putting an enormous joyful smile upon my weary face. Swaying to the melody that resonates so warm and sweet, feeling totally relaxed and comfortably complete. Let the evening serenade us as the colors blend and fade, enjoying the spectacular masterpiece that God has made. Time suspends its rapid forward motion temporarily, granting us a peaceful and a calm serenity, washing out the frantic panic of the modern rush, blanketing the neighborhood in an exquisite hush. Slow it down, take a breath, peaceful mind, nothing left. Sunset rhythm taking over, slowing down the busy pace, putting an enormous joyful smile upon my weary face. Swaying to the melody that resonates so warm and sweet, feeling totally relaxed and comfortably complete. Let the evening serenade us as the colors blend and fade, enjoying the spectacular masterpiece memories are haunting me and will not go away. Swallowed all my pride, but now it leaves a bitter taste. Watching all my loyalty just go to total waste.
Stomping dusty boots across the creaky wooden floor, telling you I simply cannot take it anymore. Carrying the burdens of 1,000 troubled men, writing down my sorrow with the broken leaking pen. Trouble keeps on knocking, banging loudly at my gate, struggling to tolerate this unforgiving fate.
Strings are bending, crying loud, walking through a lonely crowd. Pain is deep and cuts so rough, guess I have to be so tough. Singing those rude blues, screaming at the empty wall, waiting for the hammer and the final axe to fall. Sorrow is a river flowing violently and wide, nowhere left to run and absolutely nowhere left to hide. Yeah, we got those rude blues, chewing on the thorny stem, fighting back the demons, trying hard to conquer them.
Whiskey glasses empty, staring blankly at the stool, realizing that love will make a genius act the fool. Guitars weeping loudly, bending notes of pure regret, trying to forgive, but I will certainly not forget.
Lipstick smeared and fading, looking tired in the glass, hoping that this miserable agony will pass. Pack my heavy bags and threw the keys into the dirt, finally escaping from this paralyzing. Strings are bending, crying loud, walking through a lonely crowd. Pain is deep and cuts so rough, guess I have to be so tough. Singing those rude blues, screaming at the empty wall, waiting for the hammer and the final axe to fall. Sorrow is a river flowing violently and wide, nowhere left to run and absolutely nowhere left to hide. Yeah, we got those rude blues, chewing on a thorny stem, fighting back the demons, trying hard to conquer them.
Scars are merely badges, proving we survived the fight, pushing through the absolute darkest parts of night.
Bitterness will eventually turn to solid grit. No, no, we ain't surrendering, we simply will not quit.
Stomp it out, sing it loud.
Lift your chin, stand up proud. Yeah. Singing those rude blues, screaming at the empty wall, waiting for the hammer and the final axe to fall. Sorrow is a river flowing violently and wide, nowhere left to run and absolutely nowhere left to hide. Yeah, we got those rude blues, chewing on a thorny stem, fighting back the demons, trying not to conquer them. Got the blues, rude blues, nothing left to lose. Painting the horizon with magenta, peach, and glowing pink. Sitting on the wooden porch to have a sweet, refreshing drink. Watching fluffy silhouettes replacing all the daytime heat. Tapping out a lazy tempo softly with my resting feet. Children finally heading homeward, finishing their yard games, calling out affectionately all their lovely nicknames.
Tuning up the bass guitar while swinging on the hammock chair, smelling blooming jasmine flowers floating in the humid air. Neighbors congregating slowly, laughing by the garden gates, knowing that we have no reason whatsoever to be late.
Daylight is surrendering and yielding to the twilight hour, embracing the tranquility and soft restorative power. Orange turning gray, ending of the day, shadows growing tall, evening starts to fall. Sunset rhythm taking over, slowing down the busy pace, putting an enormous joyful smile upon my weary face, swaying to the melody that resonates so warm and sweet, feeling totally relaxed and comfortably complete. Let the evening serenade us as the colors blend and fade, enjoying this spectacular masterpiece that God has made.
Striking up a match to light the hanging lantern glass, listening to crickets chirping loudly in the meadow grass, pouring out a beverage and passing it across the lawn, promising to keep the music playing until early dawn. Rhythm is infectious, making everybody nod their head, forgetting all the stressful things the boss had recently said.
Fireflies are blinking brightly, mimicking the distant stars, strumming lazy chords upon our vintage hollow body guitar, sharing funny anecdotes and chuckling at the punchline. Everything is perfectly and wonderfully fine. Breezes blowing softly through the linen fabric on the line, savoring this precious moment, acting like a vintage wine. Orange turning gray, ending of the day, shadows growing tall, evening starts to fall. Sunset rhythm taking over, slowing down the busy pace, putting an enormous joyful smile upon my weary face, swaying to the melody that resonates so warm and sweet, feeling totally relaxed and comfortably complete. Let the evening serenade us as the colors blend and fade, enjoying this spectacular masterpiece that God has made. Time suspends its rapid forward motion, temporarily granting us a peaceful and a calm serenity, washing out the frantic panic of the modern rush, blanketing the neighborhood in an exquisite hush. Slow it down, take a breath, peaceful mind, nothing left. Sunset rhythm taking over, slowing down the busy pace, slowing down the busy pace, enormous joyful smile upon my weary face, swaying to the melody that resonates so warm and sweet, feeling totally relaxed and comfortably complete. Let the evening serenade us Zinc roofs rattling from the thunderstorm, shivering because we cannot keep warm. Empty bellies aching through the night, praying for a tiny glimpse of light. Concrete yards are flooded by the drain, endless cycles of historic pain.
Politicians telling blatant lies, ignoring all the hungry babies' cries. Gunshots ringing in the neighborhood, misunderstood and rarely doing good. Poverty is striking like a whip, sinking down like a forgotten ship. Mothers weeping slow, watching caskets go. Hardship on the street, blisters on our feet. Trenched on tears, falling on the dusty gravel road, carrying a ridiculously heavy brutal load. History is written in the pebbles on the ground, echoes of a tragic and a melancholy sound. Wiping trenched on tears from a devastated face, hoping for a miracle to save this broken place. Sirens wailing, flashing bloody red, another innocent young brother dead, begging for some basic human rights, surviving through the terrifying frights. Shadows stretching long across the wall, waiting for the government to fall. Grandmothers are praying on their knees, asking heaven for a gentle breeze, scrubbing ragged clothing in the tub, eating nothing but some meager grub, searching for a crumb of daily bread, hoping that the children can be fed. Mothers weeping slow, watching caskets go. Hardship on the street, blisters on our feet. Trenched down tears, falling on the dusty gravel road, carrying a ridiculously heavy brutal load. History is written in the puddles on the ground, echoes of a tragic and a melancholy sound. Wiping trenched down tears from a devastated face, hoping for a miracle to save this broken place. Rising from the ashes of this poverty and grief, finding ultimate and permanent relief. Cry no more, dry your eyes, see the sun finally rise. Trenched down tears, falling on the dusty gravel road, carrying a ridiculously heavy brutal load. History is written in the puddles on the ground, echoes of a tragic and a melancholy sound. Wiping trenched down tears from a devastated face, hoping for a miracle to save this broken place. Wipe the tears, trenched on cries, Lord, hear our sighs. Monsoon precipitation drumming loudly on the tin, letting the joyful, spectacular festival begin.
splashing exuberantly inside the overflowing street, stomping the pavement with remarkably energetic feet. Droplets are bouncing rhythmically off the window pane, washing away all the frustrating accumulated strain.
Clouds are releasing a massive restorative flood, soaking our clothing and mixing the dirt into mud. Speakers are blasting a heavy, magnificent groove, forcing absolutely everybody's body to move, leaping excitedly into the wonderful humid air, throwing away every single lingering bothersome care.
Temperature dropping down, smiles across the town. Water is pouring fast, having an absolute blast. Reggae rain falling heavily to cleanse the entire earth, celebrating a massive, beautiful communal rebirth. Dancing frantically into the ultimate break of day, letting the music wash every negative problem away. Soak up the tempo and thoroughly drench your soul, losing completely any semblance of rigid control.
Umbrellas are useless when the party gets this extreme, living inside a wonderfully wet, exhilarating dream. Partying while living the invisible hidden moon, jumping enthusiastic till whenever the bassline drops.
Nobody cares if the torrential downpour never stops.
Here
It's completely ruined, but my spirit is flying high, looking incredibly grateful up at the weeping sky. Rivers are forming rapidly alongside the avenue, experiencing a thrill that is absolutely fresh and new. Singing at maximum volume alongside the thunderclap, putting this neighborhood permanently onto the map. Temperature dropping down, smiles across the town. Water is pouring fast, having an absolute blast. Reggae rain falling heavily to cleanse the entire earth, celebrating a massive, beautiful communal rebirth. Dancing frantically into the ultimate break of day, letting the music wash every negative problem away. Soak up the tempo and thoroughly drench your soul, losing completely any semblance of rigid control.
let the heavens open up and pour the blessings down, transforming totally this dry and suffocating town. Water and rhythm combining to heal the human race,
Putting a remarkably massive grin on every face.
jump up, get soaked,
Feel the beat,
fire stoked.
reggae rain falling heavily to cleanse the entire earth, cleanse the entire, celebrating the massive, beautiful communal rebirth, dancing frantically until the ultimate break of day, letting the music wash every negative problem away. Soak up the tempo and thoroughly drench your soul, losing completely any semblance of rigid control. Keep dancing in the pour, reggae drops give us more. fire realms, staring bravely at the wooden helms, seeking treasures hidden from the sun. Now the aquatic journey has begun. Bioluminescent creatures glow, guiding vessels where the currents flow.
Holding breath beneath the crashing wave, exploring inside a sunken cave. Ancient galleons resting on the floor, secrets locked behind an iron door.
Swimming past a giant manta ray, chasing mysteries beneath the bay. Pressure dropping low, see the prism glow. Current pulls us down, wearing coral crown. Oh, ocean diamond gleaming brightly in the deep, waking up the water from a silent sleep. Flashing colors through the salty liquid space, shining beauty in a solitary place. We discovered something precious, pure and grand, far away from any isolated land.
Mapping out coordinates so precise, paying absolutely any given price. Navigating by the southern star, traveling incredibly so far.
Sun knocking in the midnight blue, finding everything I search with you. Emerald reflections on my skin, knowing this is where the myths begin. Holding on to something very rare, floating weightless in the watery air. Polishing the surface till it shines, reading all the legendary signs. Pressure dropping low, see the prism glow. Current pulls us down, wearing coral crown. Oh, ocean diamond gleaming brightly in the deep, waking up the water from a silent sleep. Flashing colors through the salty liquid space, shining beauty in a solitary place. We discovered something precious, pure and grand, far away from any isolated land. Defined by gold, it is simply wondrous stories being told. Holding tightly to this jewel of the sea, changing everything for you and me. Then sparkle, shine on through deepest blue. Oh, ocean diamond gleaming brightly in the deep, through the salty liquid space, shining beauty in a solitary place. We discovered something precious, pure and grand, far away from any isolated land. Shine bright under the way, diamond light, ours to say. magenta downpour, striking on this enchanted dome, wandering gracefully away from our earthly home, shielding humanity from supernatural weather, holding this intricately woven cosmic fabric together, strolling safely underneath the protective brim, watching reality becoming beautifully blurred and dim.
Paranormal precipitation completely soaking the ground, unearthly frequencies emitting an alien sound, grasping the carved wooden handle with all my might, deflecting the bizarre anomalies of the night.
Journeying onward through a multi-dimensional maze, walking unfazed inside this psychedelic purple haze. Canopy opens wide, keeping us safe inside. Galaxies swirl around, feet lifting off the ground. Mystic umbrella blacking out the astral storm, keeping our auras incredibly glowing and warm. Navigating through the weirdest metaphysical space, moving with unbelievable, unrestricted grace. Sheltered beneath a magnificent magical spell, traveling peacefully where the star children dwell.
Meteors bouncing off the resilient top, hoping this miraculous expedition will never stop. Observing curious phenomenons floating past, trusting this protective barrier is gonna last.
Telepathic messages whispering into my brain, decoding the secrets of this ethereal rain.
Kaleidoscope visions reflecting upon the wet pavement, escaping entirely from any mental enslavement.
Colors are melting spectacularly down the street, forming surrealistic puddles right at our feet. Spinning the shaft to create a centrifugal force, staying aligned with our predetermined course. Canopy opens wide, keeping us safe inside. Galaxies swirl around, feet lifting off the ground. Mystic umbrella blocking out the astral storm, keeping our auras incredibly glowing and warm. Navigating through the weirdest metaphysical space, moving with unbelievable, unrestricted grace. Sheltered beneath the magnificent magical spell, traveling peacefully where the star children dwell. Defying gravity, completely ignoring the norm, we are entirely insulated from the cosmic swarm. Let the bizarre universe throw whatever it will, our sanctuary remains exceptionally quiet and still. Keep it open, block the sky, watch the planets passing by. Mystic umbrella blocking out the astral storm, keeping our auras incredibly glowing and warm. Navigating through the weirdest metaphysical space, moving with unbelievable, unrestricted grace. Sheltered beneath a magnificent magical spell, traveling peacefully where the star children dwell.